Hello and welcome to Jamb Mathematics in 30 Days. This is day 20 of Jamb Mathematics in 30 Days, a series brought to you by Oyalen, where we believe that when you dedicate between 30 to 45 minutes of your time daily, you can be better equipped with everything you need to ace Jamb Mathematics. So if you feel Jamb Mathematics is difficult, just dedicate your time to this. Follow the series from start to finish, and believe you me, you will go on to ace Jamb Mathematics. This is day 20, so if you're coming across the video for the very first time, please do well to check it out from day 1 up until this moment. And to those of you that has been following from day 1, I want to say a very big thank you to you. And please keep your comments coming. We want to hear from you. If there's anything you would like us to expatiate on, if there's any question you would like to ask, anything you want us to solve, please put them in the comment section and we will definitely attend to all of your comments. And as always, don't forget to like the video, share it amongst your friends, and also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way, you will always get alerted every time we put out a new content for you. Now, day 20 is about measures of location. Now, measures of location is when we're looking at things like mean, median, mode of grouped and ungrouped data. Now, what Jamb expects you as a candidate to be able to do before you go into the exams are listed here in the objectives. So they expect that you should be able to calculate the mean, mode, and median of ungrouped and grouped data, and also to be able to use the cumulative frequency curve, otherwise known as the OGIF, to find the median, quartiles, and percentiles of data. We're then going to go on now to solve a lot of past questions from Jamb on measures of location. But if there is anything you'd like to know more on measures of location, you can do well to check our videos on mean, median, and mode. That is measures of central tendencies, and you'll definitely get all you need to know there. But for now, let's just go on to solve past questions in Jamb. So let us start with this UTME question set in 2008, which says that we should find the mean of the data t, 2t minus 1, t minus 2, 2t minus 1, 4t, and 2t plus 2. Now, when you're looking for the mean of a set of data, that is, you're looking for the average value of that set of data, which is the sum of the data over the total number of variables you have within the data, or numbers in the data. So in this set of data, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 sets of figures in a data set. So to find the average, which is the mean, our solution would be the mean, also written as x bar in symbol, would then be the sum of all these data. So t plus 2t minus 1 plus t minus 2 plus 2t minus 1 plus 4t plus 2t plus 2, all divided by 6. Now, when we collect like terms, we see t plus 2t will give us 3t plus t, and then we have 4t plus 2t, and then we have 6t. 6t plus 40, that's 10t, plus 2t, and then we have 12t's. So 12t. Now, minus 1, minus 2, that's minus 3. Minus 1, that's minus 4. And then plus 2, that will give us minus 2. All divided by 6. Now, we can break this and say 12t divided by 6 minus 2 divided by 6. So the mean is therefore, now 6 here 1, 6 in 12, that's 2. So we have 2t minus, so 2 here 1, 2 here 3. So 1 over 3. So our answer is 2t minus 1 over 3. And that is D. Now this question says to find the median of this set of data where we have 4, 1, 4, 1, 0, 4, 4, 2, and 0. Now, when you're asked to find the median of a set of data like this, what you do is you either arrange in ascending order or in descending order. Ascending order means from the lowest to the highest, while descending means from the highest to the lowest. So let's solve. So arranging in ascending order. Of data. Meaning we're going to start with 0, then 0. There are 2 zeros there. So now to 1, we have 1, 2, 2 ones. So then we have a 2, and then we have 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 appears 4 times. Now, the median value is going to be the number that is in the middle of this set of data. So when we call out this, take this, continue to find the middle value here. Now we see that there's only one number in the middle. Now take note, when you have an even set of data, it means you're going to have 2 numbers at the center of your data. In that case, you have to add those 2 together and divide by 2 to get the exact mean of that set of data. But in an odd set of data like this, just one number will be in the middle, and that will be your median. So median equals 2, and that is in option B. In this question, we have that this table is a distribution that shows the number of days a group of 260 students were absent from school in a particular term. That is, the sum of these numbers we have here, which is number of students, is 260. So now we are asked how many students were absent for at least 4 days in the term. So to get that, we have to look from 4 and above. So from this point here, where we have 40, x, and then 30. So we have to add these 3 together. And we can't do that without first getting the value of x. So first, let's find x, and then we find the number of students that were absent for at least 4 days. To solve for x, we know that the total number of students is 260, and that should be equal to 20 plus 2x plus 60 plus 40 plus x plus 50. Now, that implies that 260 equals, now let's add these numbers here. 20 plus 60 gives us 80, plus 40 and we have 120, plus 50 and we have 170, plus, now we have 2x plus x, which will give us 3x. So if we make 3x the subject here, 3x becomes 260 minus 170. 3x is, now when we subtract this, we're going to have 90, which implies that x equals 90 divided by 3, and that is 30. So we have x is 30. So now that we have the value of x, let's then find the number of students absent for at least 4 days. So number of students absent for at least 4 days in the term. Now that will be given by 40 plus x. Now x is 30 plus 50. Now when we add all of these together, we get 120. So the number of students is 120, which is in option B. In this question, we're told that 5, 8, 6, and k occurs with frequency 3, 2, 4, and 1 respectively. And they have a mean of 5.7. So now we have to find the value of k. So when you have this set of data, we can solve it using the table, but there's an equation here we have to bear in mind. The mean x bar is given as summation fx over summation f. So we need the frequency times the numbers here, and then the sum of the frequencies. So let's make that table. So let's have x like this, where x is going to be 5, 8, 6, and k. Now the frequencies. For the frequencies, we have 3, 2, 4, and 1. Now let's sum the frequencies at this point. So 3 plus 2 is 5, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 5, and we have 10. So now we need fx. Now fx means we're going to multiply f and x. So 5 times 3, 15. 8 times 2, 16. 6 times 4, 24. K times 1, and that's k. So when we add this up, what do we have? Summation fx. 24 plus 16, that will give us 40. 40 plus 15, and we have 55. So we have 55 plus k as summation fx. Now applying this formula, x bar is 5.7. Now this equals summation fx, which is 55 plus k divided by summation f, which is 10. So when we cross multiply, we see that we have 5.7 multiplied by 10 equals 55 plus k. Now when you multiply this, you get 57 equals 55 plus k. And then we can then solve for k by saying k equals 57 minus 55. So k equals 2. So from the options, we pick C. In this question from 2010 UTME, we're told that this table here shows the mark obtained in a given test. And we can see the mark and the frequency, that is the marks and the number of people who scored those marks. So we are to find the mean mark, that is the average mark of this set of data. Now, to solve this, we're going to apply x bar equals summation fx over summation f. Now before I go on to then create this table, please, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, and also hit the notification bell so that you get alerted every time we put out a new content for you. Now let's make the table. So we're going to be having x, then f being the frequency, and then we would need fx. So starting with x, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now frequency, we have 2, 2, 8, 4, 4. Now let's add this up. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 2, that's 10. 8 plus 2 again, that's 10. So we have 20. Now let's get fx. 1 times 2, that's 2. 2 times 2, that's 4. 3 times 8, that gives us 24. 4 times 4, 16. 5 times 4, that's 20. So let's add this up. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 24, and then we have, that's 30. So 30 plus 20 gives us 50. 50 plus 16, and that's 66. So we can then go on to find the mean. Mean would then be summation fx, which is 66, divided by 20. Now if we divide this by 2, this will give us 33 over 10. So we have 3.3. So we're going to pick option D. Let's solve these 2022 UTME questions that ask that we calculate the median of 14, 17, 10, 13, 18, and 10. So when we look at this set of data, we see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 entries in this data. So, and I mentioned earlier in this video that when you're looking for median of a set of data that is even, that you're going to have 2 entries in the middle of that data set, and you have to find the average of that. That is, you add them together and divide by 2. So first, let's rearrange this in ascending order. So rearrange. And then we're going to have from the smallest, that will be 10, which appears twice. Then we're going to have 13. Then we're going to have 14. Then 17. Then 18. So when we look at this, we see that we have 2 here, 2 here, so leaving us with this as our middle value. So our median will therefore be 13 plus 14 divided by 2. And when we add 13 to 14, we get 27. Divide that by 2 and we have 13.5. So the option we're picking here is C. This question says to find x if the mean of 2x, 4x, 2x minus 13, and 6x is 4. So we are given the mean and a set of data containing values in x. So we are to find the value of that x. So solution. The mean, which is 4, should be equal to the sum of the data. So we have 2x plus 4x plus 2x minus 13 plus 6x all divided by the number of entries in this data set. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So divided by 4. When we cross multiply, we would have 4 times 4, which would give us 16, equals 2x plus 4x, that's 6x, plus 2x, that's 8x, 8x plus 6x, and we have 14x, minus 13. So we can go on to say 14x equals 16 plus 13. So 14x equals, adding this, and then we have 29. So divide both sides by 14. X would give us, that's 2.07. Okay, so this is approximately, we can just take it as 2.0 since that's what we have in the option. So we take option B. From this question, we have a table where we have age range from 5 to 6, 7 to 8, and 9 to 10 with the frequencies 29, 40, and 38 respectively. We were asked to estimate the mean. Now, this is what we call grouped data. So to solve cases of group data here, the table we're going to apply is a bit different because the formula says that our x bar becomes still summation fx over summation f. And for x here, we see that we have a range of value from 5 to 6. So we have to find the midpoint. X will stand for the midpoint of 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and then 9 and 10. So let's make that table. So first we have the age class. For the age class, we have 5 to 6, 7 to 8, and then 9 to 10. So now the mid value at that point would be, here we would have 5.5. Now to get this, all you have to do is 5 plus 6, that's 11, divided by 2, and then you're going to have 5.5. So the same thing here, we're going to have 7.5, and then here we're going to have 9.5. Now the frequencies are given, so let's just plug that in. So we have 29, 40, and then 38. Now we can find fx. But before I go on to find fx, let's find summation f. So we have to sum this. Now when we add 40, 38, and 29, what do we have? 40 and 38 would give us 78, plus 29, here will be 7. So we have 107. Now let's find fx. So for this first part, we would have 5.5 multiplied by 29. So let's do that here. 5.5. So 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 2, 10, plus 4, we have 14. And then 5 times 9, 45 again. Okay, I'm supposed to move this now. And then 5 times 2, 10, so we have 14. Now the decimal point will be here, so we'll have 5. This will give us 9. This is 5. So 159.5. Now let's do 40 multiplied by 7.5. So 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 4, that's 20. 7 times 0, 0. 7 times 4 is 28. So this is 0, 0, 0. That's 300. And now we do 38 times 9.5. Now 5 times 8 is 40, so 0 carry the 4. 5 times 3, 15, plus 4 we have 19. 9 times 8. So 9 times 9 is 81. Subtract 9 from that and we should be having 72. So carry the 7. Now 9 times 3 is 27. 27 plus 7, that is going to give us 34. Yeah, 34. So point, so this is 0, this will give us 1, carry 1. This is 6, so 361. Now let's add this up. So this is a 0.5. 9 plus 0 plus 1, that's 10. So 0 carry 1. 1 plus 5, that's 6. Plus 0, 6. 6 plus 6, 12. So 2 carry 1. 1 plus 1, that's 2. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 3, and we have 8. So 820.5. So now mean becomes 820.5 divided by 107. So at this point, you can just use your calculator to get this part. And when you divide this, you're going to get... Now, when we divide this, what do we get? We'll get... 7.668. So when we have 7.668, we can then go on to approximate this, and then x bar becomes 7.7 approximately. So that will be option A. This question from UTME 2024 says, which of the following is a measure of central tendency? Now, before I go on to answer this, please take note that in statistics, we have measure of central tendencies and we have measure of dispersion. So for measure of central tendencies, what we have there are mean, median, and mode. Now, measure of dispersion, this one is where we have range, variance, then standard deviation. We also have mean deviation here. And so on. So now coming to this question, we have to look for the one that is a measure of central tendency. And for what we have said here, standard deviation is a measure of dispersion, range is a measure of dispersion, variance is a measure of dispersion. So the correct answer is D, mean, which is a measure of central tendency. This question says the mean of 10 positive numbers is 16. And then when another number is added, the mean becomes 18. So we have to find the 11th number. Now for discrete data like this, the mean is summation x over n. So in the first case, where we have 10 positive numbers, we can then say 18 equals summation x, where we have 10 values, all divided by 10. That is the sum of the 10 numbers divided by 10. So we can see that the sum of those 10 positive numbers would then be 18. Oh, this one is 16, so this is 16. For the first 10, we have 16 as the mean, so this will be 16 times 10. So what we have here is 160. Now, applying the same thing for the case where we have another number, so we can then go on to say x bar for 11 numbers will now be summation, where we have summation x of 11 over 11. So applying that, the mean in this case is 18 equals summation x 11 over 11. So sum of the 11 numbers will then be 11 times 18. So let's get this. 18 times 11, 1 times 8, 8, 1 times 1, 1, 1 times 8, 8, 1 times 1, 1. So we have 198. So to get the 11th number, all we have to do is just subtract 160 from 198. So that will be 198 minus 160, and that will give us 38. So the correct option here is D. This question says, if the mean of 2, 5, x plus 1, x plus 2, 7, and 9 is 6, find the median. Now, we cannot find the median of this without first arranging either in ascending or descending order and then finding the middle value. And since you don't know the value of x, we have to first find that and then put it into these brackets to solve for these two entries in the set of data. And then from there, we can then find the median. So first, let's solve for x. To solve for x, we know that the mean, which is 6, should be the sum of all of these. So 2 plus 5 plus x plus 1 plus x plus 2 plus 7 plus 9, all divided by, now the set of data has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values there. So we go on to say 6 times 6, which will give us 36, equals, now let's add all of this up. 2 plus 5, that's 7, plus 1, we have 8, plus 2, we have 10. 7 plus this, that gives us 16, 16 plus 10, and that is 26. So 26 plus, now x plus x gives us 2x. So from here we can say 2x equals 36 minus 26. 2x equals 10, which implies that x is 5. So now that we have the value of x, we can plug it in and see what happens. X plus 1 will give us 6, x plus 2 will give us 7. So it still appears as if it's in ascending order already. So our data, the data will now be 2, 5, x plus 1, which is 6, x plus 2, which is 7, and then 7, and then 9. So the median is here. So our median would then be 6 plus 7 divided by 2. And 6 plus 7 will give us 13. So 13 divided by 2 will give us 6.5. And that is option C. In this question from 2024, we're told the scores of students in a test are recorded as follows. And then we have the set of data as 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 3, and 5. And we have to find the mode of the marks. Now, mode refers to the certain entry that has the highest number of entries. That's a figure that is entered multiple times, that is entered the most, right? And when we look at these figures in this data, we have 4, we have 3s, we have 2s, we have 1, there is a 7, there is 8, there is 5, and on like that. So when we begin to look at how many times they appear, we see that 4 appears once. And then when we look at 3, we see it appears 1, 2, 3 times. When we look at 2, it appears twice. 1 appears once. 5 appears twice. 7 appear once, and then 8 appear once. So the modal score is 3 because it appears 3 times. So mode equals 3. It appears 3 times. So the answer is B. This question says the average age of 4 female teachers in a school is 40, and the average age of 8 male teachers in the school is 25. So now we have to calculate the average age of the teachers in the school. That is, when we add these ages of the male teachers and the female teachers together, then we'll be having 8 male teachers plus 4 female teachers to give us 12 teachers in total. So when we find the average age of those 12 teachers, which of these will it be? So solution. Let's start with the female teachers. We have 4 female teachers, and their average age, which is 40, should be the sum of their age. Now this is the female teachers over number of female teachers, which is 4. So sum of the age of female teachers then becomes 40 times 4, which would give us 160. So now we have the sum of the ages of the female teachers. Let's find the sum of ages of the male teachers then. Of male teachers. Now that would be, in this case, we have 25 as their average age multiplied by the number of teachers, which is 8. Now this will give us 200. So average age of the 12 teachers would therefore be the sum of their ages, which is 160 plus 200 divided by 12. And this will give us, when we add this, we're going to have 360 divided by 12. Now 12 will go in 36 3 times, so in 0 times, so we have 30 years. So the average age is 30, so the option to pick is D. This question says the mean of the numbers 13, 16, x, 18, 21, 2x, and 35 is 22. So find the value of x. Now the mean is given as 22, and this ought to be the sum of the numbers. So 13 plus 16 plus x plus 18 plus 21 plus 2x plus 35 divided by the amount of numbers we have there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so from here we can then say 7 times 22. So 7 times 2 would give us 14. So 4 carry 1. 7 times 2, 14 plus 1, so 154 equals, now let's add this up. This is 29. 29 plus 18, that's 7, that's 47. 47 plus 21, this is 8, 68. 68 now plus 35. So this is 3 carry 1, so 103. So we have 103 plus x plus 2x, that will give us 3x. So from here we can then say 3x equals 154. And just write this, 154 minus 103. So 3x equals, now the difference here is going to be, so we have 1, and then 5 minus 0, so we have 51. So divide both sides by 3, and then x is 3 in 5, that is 1, remainder 2, in 21, that's 7, so we have 17. The value of x is 17, so we pick option B. In this question from UTME 2024, we're told that the weight of 15 students in the class are given as 25, 30, 32, 30, 42, 45, 30, 48, 50, 52, 51, 36, 42, 38, 40, and 42. So, and we're asked, what is the mode of the given data? Now, what we have to do here is to see how many times each of these numbers occur, and then the highest occurring one would be the mode. So, let's start with 25. Now, 25 occurs 1, so just once. Next number we have there is 30. 30 occurs 1, 2, just twice. Then we have 32, which occurs 1, once. Then we have 42, which occurs 1, 2, and 3 times. So after that we have 45. 45 occurs 1, just once. Then we have 48, which occurs 1 here. So that's it. Now we have 50. 50 occurs 1 time. Then 52, which occurs also once. There's 51, which occurs once. 36, which occurs once. Now I've counted 48, right? So 38 will be the next number, and that occurs once. And then we have 40 also, which occurs once. Now let's see how many we have here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 numbers. So we see we've captured everything here. And the highest occurring one is 42, that appears 3 times. So our mode is 42. So we're going to pick option C. Now please do well to like the video, also subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you can get alerted every time we put out a new content for you. And please do well to check out our playlist for more videos on measures of location, or better yet, measures of central tendency. See you in the next video.